The Unbroken Crown, the Saga of Malik, born in Chaos, Abidjan, 1990. The night Malik took his first breath, gunfire echoed through the streets of Abidjan. The Ivorian Civil War had turned the once vibrant city into a war zone. His mother, Amina, clutched him tightly as explosions rattled their neighborhood. His father, Ibrahimu, a proud man from the Ninkodib Zabindakal royal family but in Ghana, knew they had to flee. When Malik was just 6 months old, they escaped under cover of darkness, crossing the border into Ghana. They sought refuge in Abaku, his father's hometown, a place where tribal tensions simmered beneath the surface. But safety was short-lived. At 3 years old, Malik was taken to Kumasi to live with his father's second wife, Hajia Fatima, in Abo Zongo, a slum where survival was a daily battle. Hajia Fatima hated Malik from the moment he arrived. She saw him as a burden, a reminder of her husband's first wife. The beating started small, a slap for spilling water, a whip for speaking out of turn. Then came the samain, starvation. Some nights he slept curled up on the floor, his stomach gnawing itself in hunger. Yet in school, Malik was a genius. While other boys fought in the streets, he buried himself in books, solving equations faster than his teachers. His report cards gleamed with A's. But at home they were used as kindling in the fire. Then came the one unthinkable. Now 9 years old. Malik was lured into a neighbor's shack by an older woman who promised him food. What happened next stole his voice for years. It wasn't just once. It became a cycle of abuse. Women in the community, knowing he was vulnerable, took turns violating his innocence. He didn't stop speaking free, and for months his eyes hollow with shame. There came the tribal wars between the Kusasis and Mamprusi. As Malik grew, so did the tribal tensions years in Baku. The Ninkodib Zabindakul name carried weight, but in the Baku enclave it was a death sentence. Rival tribes marked them as enemies. One night warriors stormed the neighborhood, machetes and guns glinting under moonlight. Malik watched as his young best friend and Debogrias was slaughtered in front of him. He ran barefoot through back alleys, hiding beneath corpses until dawn. His father was no protector. A broken man, he turned a blind eye to Malik's suffering. The only warmth came from his grandmother, who whispered, "You are royal blood and a warrior. This pain is not your end." He took a job carrying cement at construction sites, saving every coin. His brilliance earned him a university admission, but fate was cruel. A first dropout, no money for fees. Second dropout, Hindu, his stepmother, has burned his textbooks, and yet Malik refused to break. He taught himself coding at internet cafes, wrote essays for rich students to survive. Then, another tragedy. A tribal clash claimed his younger brother. Malik stood at the grave, fists clenched, whispering, "I will rise or I will die trying." Today, Malik walks with the ghosts of his past, but he is unbroken. Activist, fights for abused children in Zongo communities. His scars are his armor, his pain, his power, because a crown may be buried in dust, but it never loses its worth. What comes next? Malik stands at a crossroads. Will he seek vengeance for his stolen childhood?